change the momentum.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. No gain on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
Montgomery is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. So Montgomery denied on fourth and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Mayfield now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now Baker going to change it up. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. Bust through the tackle. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Irving. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mayfield to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, gone. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
This will be caught just inside the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action. Mayfield over the middle to Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Mayfield looks to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
At the 29-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling. Take some good calls on that.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception was a good... And now here's another interception. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual
touchdown, Bucky Irving, an 11-yard touchdown. And the